Okay, this is skyblock YouTubers that I would beat in a fight. I did my best to include as many creators as I could, but if I miss someone, I either don't know them or I don't have enough information to determine if I can or cannot beat them in a fight, or they're no longer an active skyblock channel. That or I probably just forgot them. This is obvious, but just a disclaimer, this video is a joke and not meant to offend anyone. However, if you do end up disagreeing with where I put you on this list, you're welcome to reach out to me and we can find a time and place for you to challenge your position. Before we get started though, I do want to say that if you've never been in a fight before, height and weight do matter a lot. They're not defining factors in a fight, but they are the reason why weight classes exist. Now, I'm no fighter, but I am 6'3" and 190 pounds, so I will definitely be taking all of that into consideration when I'm going through this list. Okay, so we'll get started with 15H. Now, I don't know what 15H actually looks like, but based on his skyblock playtime, he's probably either really scrawny or he's really fat. Either way, I am not confident enough to say that I'd probably use him as a mop, so I'm gonna put him in the I'd probably win category. Alawi, one of my homeboys, I would never actually fight him in real life, but he did just finish, I think, 1 or 2 years of military service, so that does scare me. I'm gonna probably put him, so I think he'd probably win in a fight. Okay, Ben Clark, honestly, in my opinion, if you quit YouTube right after getting YouTube rank, you probably belong in the mop category. Okay, briefing. I'm pretty sure this guy is like 5'3" or 5'4", so I'm assuming I'd probably use him as a mop. He also plays an absurd amount of skyblock, and I think anyone that has like a crazy amount of playtime probably gets disadvantaged immediately. And that is probably the same reason why we're going to be putting death streaks in the mop category. Okay, Dragoon is kind of a weird case because I don't know what he actually looks like or is like, but he gives off like crazy, insane vibes in his videos. And I feel like he's just like an unstable personality. And I don't know if he would be very predictable in a fight. So I'm going to put him in 50-50, but he could also probably be in the next higher category. Okay, Fan19, another one of my homies that I'd never actually fight. And I don't know what he looks like, but based on his voice and the fact that his avatar is like a baby penguin, I think I'd probably win in a fight against Fan19. Frozy, I'm putting him in the mop category. If he couldn't fight the allegations, then how is he ever going to fight me? Okay, Future77. I have seen his face reveal and I can pretty confidently say that I would probably win in a fight against him, but I'm probably going to put him below 15H and below Fan19. Okay, next up we have myself. I put myself on this list because I will probably share this tier list on my Discord server. For those of you who want to edit this tier list and make it your own, I will be putting this in the Discord server, so I did include myself, but obviously 50-50. Now, I don't know what Hellcastle looks like, and I don't know what Tyler looks like, but they are a package deal, so I would have to 1v2, and because they have the numbers advantage in that fight, I'm assuming they'd probably win. Hot Slicer, I'm going to put in the mop category, same reasoning as Ben Clark. If you quit YouTube right after getting YouTube rank, you're automatically in the mop category. I don't know HS Fearless too well, but I do know what he looks like, and I do know the vibes he gives off, and I have a feeling that he'd probably win in a fight against me. I would never ever consider even lifting a finger against interests, but I'm sorry, buddy, you're in the mop category, man. I'm not too sure about the outcome if me and Mash Clash were to fight in real life. I do know what he looks like, but I honestly don't know. I feel like it could go either way, but I also don't know how tall he is. I am pretty tall, so I do have that reach and height advantage, but I just don't know enough to know for sure the outcome, so I'm gonna go ahead and put him in 50-50. And honestly, I don't know why Nitros ended up on this list. I don't know much about him either. Don't really have the info to really determine if he'd be able to beat me in a fight. So I'm probably going to put him in 50-50. This is the one that probably everyone's looking for, Pal Liner. Now, Pal hasn't face revealed yet, so I'm assuming most of you don't know what he looks like. But I have seen a picture of him and his like body shape. And bro is, I'm not gonna lie, bro might actually be huge. And I have heard from sources that he is huge and he does hit the gym. So I feel like he's gonna be the first person who would probably use me as a mop. I did catch a Rage Train live stream like several months ago where I did see what he looked like. And I'm not gonna lie, I'd probably win in a fight against him. But he does make some banger videos, so full respect there. For Refraction, I don't know. I feel like in a fair 1v1 fight, I'd probably decimate him, but his forehead is just so large and shiny, I'd probably get flashed and like blinded by it in a fight, and he'd probably end up using that to his advantage somehow. But honestly, I think I'd still probably win in a fight against Refraction. Okay, I know what I said earlier about not including inactive channels, but I had to just include my boy Simply Sample here, and I don't honestly know who would win in a fight against me or him. But I'd low-key probably just lay down and let him take the dub, so he'd probably win in a fight. Squid Kid, he looks kind of scrawny. I honestly think I'd probably win in a fight against Squid Kid. Okay, I watched a Swavy stream a really long time ago. I don't really remember what he looks like, but I do remember that he's definitely mob material. Average Sweat, I honestly don't know. I feel like a fight between me and him would either be 50-50 or he'd probably win, honestly. I'm gonna put him here at the front of 50-50 because he's probably on the borderline of 50-50 and winning. 30 Virus. Loki, if it was old 30 Virus, I feel like I could take him in a fight. But honestly, mad respect to this guy over the last 2 years. He's really gotten himself into really good shape. He's been hitting the gym. Overall, just a really healthy person. So I feel like in a fight, he'd probably beat me. Okay, Time Dio. I do vaguely remember seeing a picture of Time Dio a few years back. Honestly, I'd probably win in a fight against him. I did also catch a Toadstar stream a few months back. I'm sorry, Toadstar. Honestly, I think I'd probably beat you in a fight. For the Twin Codes, it's a similar story to Hellcastle and Tyler, where they are a package deal. I'd have to 1v2. Honestly, I don't even know if I'd win against a 1v1 against the Twin Codes, much less a 1v2. They'd probably use me as a mob. Verlo, this is probably something I don't even have to discuss. He'd most definitely use me as a mob. Bro is a gym grinder. Willwater Prism, honestly, don't know too much about him to really be able to accurately determine if I'd beat him in a fight. But just based off of our voices, I feel like my voice beats his voice in a fight. So I'd probably win. Honestly, Zach is 50-50, I think. He looks like someone that I'd probably beat in a fight, but he also looks like someone who could also beat me in a fight. I honestly don't know. I'm gonna put him in 50-50. Synergy honestly gives off dad vibes, low-key. I don't know why, but he just does. Because of that, I'm gonna say he'd probably win in a fight against me. So this is my finalized list of skyblock YouTubers that I could beat in a fight. Based off of this, I am pretty confident that I could probably beat the majority of skyblock YouTubers in a fight. I do have my height and my weight, which I think is gonna be some of my biggest advantages, which is the reason why I beat a lot of these guys in a fight. Like I said earlier, if you're on this list and you don't agree with the position I gave you, you're free to reach out to me at my Discord. You can find a time and place to throw down and really determine if your spot is accurate on this list. If you want to edit this list yourselves, I'm probably gonna share it on my Discord server so that you can also determine which skyblock YouTubers you'd beat in a fight. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to my main channel. I don't really care about this channel, but my main channel is getting kind of close to YouTube rank, so be sure to subscribe to my main channel. And yeah, I'll be coming back shortly on this channel with more shitpost content.